good morning, students. Now we have reached in the last part of this academic year, last semester. Okay, today we are going to start with the portion of our second semester. So the lesson by which we are going to start the portion of second semester is lesson number 12, perimeter and area. Correct? So perimeter and area, these two words are very much familiar to you. Let us revise what is the meaning of perimeter. This lesson is divided into two parts. First, it is given about the perimeter and second part is of area. So we will study it step by step. First, we will start with the perimeter concept. What is the meaning of perimeter? Perimeter, the definition of perimeter is the sum of the lengths of all sides of a closed figure is the perimeter of that figure. Correct? So definition what I said, the sum of the lengths of all sides of a closed figure. Now what do you mean by closed figure? Any figure, okay? Any figure that is more than two sides. If the figure is having more than two sides and it is a closed figure, correct? It may be triangle, it may be square, it may be pentagon, hexagon, any. Okay, so the definition can be written in the formula form. Perimeter of a polygon is equal to sum of lengths of all sides. Correct? For example, suppose to make you understand, if I draw one triangle over here, if you want to find out the area of these figures, different figures I am drawing here. This is rectangle, this is triangle, this is rectangle, square, hexagon is there. So different figures I have drawn, and if you want to find out the perimeter of these figures, we should know the lengths of all sides of the figures. Correct? If you know the length of all the sides, then what is perimeter? We just have to make the sum, we have to total it. Okay, suppose if this triangle is having side 4 centimeter, then what will be the perimeter? Yes, 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is 12 units. Okay, if it is a square and if it's one side, if I say it's a 5 centimeters, and you know the square is something with the figure whose all sides are of same length. So here all sides will be 5 centimeters. So what will be the perimeter of this square then? 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, 5 fours are 20. So 20 centimeters will be the perimeter. So how to find out the perimeter? You just have to do the sum of the lengths of all sides. We have to do the totals of all the sides. Now in our practice set 44, we are supposed to find out the perimeters of squares and rectangles. So let us see the formula which is required to find out the perimeter of a square and perimeter of a rectangle. First one, perimeter of a square is equal to 4 multiplied by side. If you know any of the side of the square, you can multiply that side by 4 and you can find out the perimeter of the square. For example, here I said length is 5 centimeters. So how you will find out? 4 multiplied by 5 is equal to 20 centimeters. Okay, so this is the formula. Okay, for square. What is the formula for perimeter of rectangle? 2 into length plus 2 into breadth. Both the sides 2 are there, so we can write this 2 only once. We can take it out common. Okay, instead of length you can write L, breadth short form is B. So you can write 2L plus 2B. Take out 2 common and your formula will be 2 into bracket L plus B, or length plus breadth. Correct? So this is the formula for rectangle and this is the formula for square. Anyhow, even if you don't remember these formulas, one formula you should always remember. What is perimeter? Perimeter is the perimeter of any polygon. Let it be triangle, let it be square, let it be hexagon, let it be heptagon. The perimeter, to find out what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to do the total. You are supposed to do the sum of the given sides. So let us see how to solve the sums which are based on this perimeter concept. Practice set 44, lesson number 12, perimeter and area. Very first sum, okay, we are going to solve on the which is based on the concept of perimeter. So what is the question? First question, if the length and breadth of a rectangle are doubled, how many times the perimeter of the old rectangle will that of the new rectangle be? Now here they haven't given us any values for the length and breadth. They have just asked the condition. If you double the length and breadth of one rectangle, what will be the perimeter of new rectangle? Okay. What is the comparison between perimeter of old rectangle and new rectangle? So while solving this, we have to assume. Okay. How to solve this? Let us write down solution. First one, let x be the length and b be the breadth of the rectangle. Let us write down, let length is equal to x and breadth is equal to y. Okay, so if x and y is the length and breadth, what will be the perimeter then? Perimeter of rectangle. What is the formula for perimeter of rectangle? 2 into length plus breadth. So we will write down, therefore perimeter of old rectangle is equal to, formula you will write 2 into length plus breadth. Okay, this is the formula, 2 into length plus breadth. What is L? X. What is Y? What is B? Y. So what's the value? Perimeter is 2 into bracket x plus y centimeters. Centimeters, they haven't given us a unit, so no need to mention the unit. We can just write down unit or as it is. Okay, unit, we can write it as 2 into x plus y. Now what condition they have given? If the length and breadth of rectangle is doubled, means if it is x, its double will be 2x. Okay, so next step we can write down second condition, length of new rectangle is 2x, breadth of new rectangle is 2y, doubled means 2y. Okay, then what will be the perimeter? Then perimeter is equal to perimeter of new rectangle. Formula first we will write down 2 into bracket L plus B, then substitute the values. 2 will be as it is. What is L? 2x. What is B? 2y. Okay, so these two we can take out common. Okay, 2x and 2y. If you divide this bracket by 2, then you can write this 2 outside. That is 2 into 2 in bracket. What will be remain? X plus y. So 2 into 2, 4 into x plus y. So this is new perimeter, a perimeter of the new rectangle. Now we have seen, okay, you can just see the perimeter of old rectangle is how much? 2 into bracket x plus y, and this is 4 into bracket x plus y. Means you can see that the perimeter is perimeter of new rectangle is double. This is 2x plus y, this is 4x x plus y. That means if we double the length and breadth of a rectangle, then perimeter also will be doubled. Okay, so final answer we can write down. Therefore, the perimeter of, purposely I am writing with the red pen so that it's can be visible to you. You can mark it that it is a final answer. The perimeter of new rectangle is double or twice, any word you can use, double or twice double the perimeter of original. Perimeter of original or old rectangle. Okay, so this is how you have to write down the answer, final answer. Okay, this statement is compulsory or it is must. Why? Because they haven't asked us to find out any value. They have asked what is the condition. If we double the length and breadth, then what will be the perimeter? What is the relation between the perimeter of new and old rectangle? So writing this statement is compulsory. Thank you. Now in practice set 44, second question, let us see. If the side of a square is tripled, how many times the perimeter of the first square will that of new square be? Okay, so we have to again solve it like the first one. Only thing is that here they have given us the condition, or we have to use the formula for square. First was based on the formula for rectangle. So let us start solving, otherwise rest of the method will be exactly same. First write down solution. It will be, let the side of the square be x centimeter. Okay, so what's the formula for perimeter of the square? We'll write down the formula. Perimeter of the square is equal to four into sides. Okay, what is the side? X. So we'll write down here 4 multiplied by x, that is equal to 4x. Okay, now what's the condition? If they have, how many times the perimeter of the first square will that of the new square be? If square is, the side is tripled, 3 times it is. Okay, so we'll write down, if the length of new square, first we'll write down the information, length of new square is equal to tripled, means 3 times, is equal to 3x. Now perimeter. Okay, what's the perimeter formula? Write down, therefore perimeter of this new, perimeter of new square, mention the word new compulsorily because otherwise there will be the confusion. Both the places we are finding perimeter. Perimeter of new square is equal to 4 into side, that is equal to 4 into 3x is equal to 12x. Now you can see the first perimeter is 4x, second perimeter is 12x, means this is 4 3s are 12. Okay, it's 3 times more. That means if the side of the square is tripled, okay, side is becoming triple, then perimeter is also tripled. Okay, so final statement will write down, therefore the perimeter of new square is also or triple or is 3 times the perimeter of the original square. Is 3 times this is the final answer. So first and second both were of same time. We don't have to find out any particular value. We just have to find out the correlation. If side is triple, then perimeter also triples. In first sum also the rectangle sides were doubled, perimeter was also doubled. So this was the second sum from practice set 44. Now in lesson number 12, practice set 44, third sum if you see, given alongside the diagram of playground, it shows the lengths of its sides, find the perimeter of the playground. So this is the diagram of playground they have given, and they have given us a measurements of this side, this and this, and we have to find out the perimeter of total playground. Now you know, to find out the total perimeter we should know the length of all sides. Now here how many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of that 4 sides are given. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only this side and this side's length we are supposed to find out. Now to find out this length we are supposed to do or draw some extra lines in the figure. Okay. First we can label the figure like A, B, C, D. This we can label it as P. This you can label it as Q. Correct? And to find out. Now if we want to find out the length of this side CD. Okay. How to find out that? To draw that one, I will draw one dotted line like this. If I draw the dotted line like this, you can see that this total playground is divided into two figures, this one and this two. Okay, and this is, as you can see, this is a rectangle. If I write one more or give one label over here, so A, O, P, B, this is a rectangle. And you know the opposite sides of the rectangle are equal in length. So if this is 15, this also will write 15. Correct? And if this is 10, this also will be 10. Correct? Now, if this is OP, this is 10, this is 5. So, total will be how much? 15. Right? So, this CD also will be 15. So, this we got. Now, which is remaining? Total. Now, if this QD is equal to 15, then OC also will be 15. Okay, so to find out the total length of AC, we can do the sum of these two. So 15 plus 15 will be 30. Correct? So let us write it step by step. Okay, one by one we'll write down the length of all the sides. Correct? First of all, we'll start with AB. Solution, we'll put it with another pen so that it will be properly visible. AB. I will put the number so that you will able to understand. AB is how much? 10 meters. This AC is how much? 15 plus 15, 30. So instead of writing directly 30, you can write down second one. This was first one. AC, length AC is equal to AO plus OC which is equal to 30 meters. 15 plus 15. Correct? 15 plus 15. If you are getting confused, I will write it in more easier way. So this is second side. Third side. Okay. Third side, how we wrote? Third one. Length CD is equal to length OQ which is equal to 15. Okay, so we got CD. fourth side already given, QD 15 meters. Then PQ, how much? 5 meters. Sixth side length BP 15 meters. Now what is the perimeter of the ground? Sum of the all sides. So we'll write down, therefore perimeter of the ground is equal to AB plus AC plus CD plus QD plus PQ plus BP. Okay, so all the values we have to write down. It will be 10 plus 30 plus 15 plus 15 plus 5 plus 15. Okay, so do the addition. I will just shift it little bit up so that it will be visible to you. 10 plus 30 40, 40 plus 15 55, 55 plus 15 will be 70, 75, 70 plus 5 75, and 75 plus 15 will be 90. So final answer is equal to 90 meters. Okay, so we can write down in the statement form, therefore the perimeter of the ground is equal to 90 meters. Okay, remember the unit for the perimeter should be always, the unit should be same as given in the sum. If it is given meters, then the perimeter will be meters. If it is given centimeter, then it will be centimeter. So this is how we are supposed to solve third example from practice set 44. Lesson number 12, practice set 44, fourth sum. As shown in the figure, 4 napkins, all of the same size, were made from a square piece of cloth of length 1 meter. What length of lace will be required to trim all 4 sides of the all the napkins? Okay, so this, as shown in the figure, you can see they have given one piece square napkin, and it is what it is done. What length of the lace will be required to trim all 4 sides of the napkin if the 4 napkins are made from this one? Okay, so its length is how much? It is 1 meter it is given. So if 4 napkins are to be made, so obviously it has to fold in between. Okay, so this figure has to fold at this place. Okay, like this. Here only I will fold and show you. So, and like this. Okay, so you can see here 1 2 and 3 4, like this, means from one square 4 parts can be made, and we have to find out the perimeter of each small square, correct? And what is the length of the lace, means if you want to stitch, if you want to attach the lace of one small square, what length of the lace will be required? And not only for one square, we have to find the length of the lace required for all 4 squares. So very first, what we'll do, first of all, we can find out the perimeter of these small squares. Okay, so we'll write down over here, solution part, we'll write down that the side of a square shaped cloth is equal to 1 meter. Okay, so it is divided into 4 part. It is divided into 4 equal parts. So, length of the side, therefore side of each small square, how much it will be, children? If this is total is 1 meter, so its half will be what? 0.5 meter or half. Okay, half meter you can write. For the calculation it will be easy, so I am writing it 1 upon 2 meters, or you can write here 0.5 meters as well. Okay, so to find out the perimeter, therefore perimeter of one square, small square, is equal to, what's the formula for square? 4 into side. So 4 into side. Side is how much? Half. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So what is there? 2 meters for one square. Okay. Now, therefore, the perimeter of 4, therefore, the perimeter of 4 small pieces is equal to 4 multiplied by 2, that is equal to 8 meters. Correct? So this is for lace. Now this is nothing but the lace required for all 4 pieces. Okay, 2 meters is the lace required for one square, and 2 multiplied by 4. So for all 4 squares, how much lace will be required? 8 meters. So we'll write down, therefore the length of the required lace is equal to 8 meters. This is the final answer. So here we have solved all 4 sums from practice set 44. So these all sums were from the concept of perimeter. In this chapter we have solved. Lesson number 12, perimeter and area. We have learned about the perimeter. Now we are going to proceed for the term area. Let us revise, what do you mean by perimeter? We have seen that perimeter is nothing but the sum of the lengths of all sides of a closed figure. It is called as the perimeter. And then what is the area? Area can be defined as the space occupied by a flat surface or flat shape, or the surface of an object. Or we can say the amount of space inside the boundary of a flat object is nothing but the area. Now, to understand this, let us try to see the figure which we'll draw on the paper. Suppose if I have drawn one triangle on the paper, correct? Then if we label it as A, B and C. If I want to find out the perimeter, what is the perimeter? Perimeter is the sum of the lengths, means AB plus BC plus AC. That sum of the lengths we have to calculate. That is, suppose the length is 4, then 4 plus 4 plus 4 will be the total 12 centimeters or 12 units will be the perimeter. Then what is the area then? Area can be defined as the space occupied by the flat shape or surface of an object. Means this is a triangle and this inside the part. Okay, the part which I have shaded with the lines, it is nothing but the area. Okay, area is nothing but the space occupied by the shape of the surface. Or you can just say that amount of space inside the boundary of a flat object. Amount of space, how much space is there? Whatever I have shaded, that much space is present inside the object. Same thing, it is applicable for all types of diagrams. If it is a rectangle, okay, or square, then outside the P, Q, R, S, these are the sum will be the perimeter, and inside this whatever area I have shaded, it is a area, correct? Now in our topic, to find out the area, we have to deal with the three concepts, that is area of square, area of rectangle, and area of triangle, or we can say area of a right angle triangle. Now right now we'll start with the concept of area of square and area of rectangle. To find out the area of square, we have the formula side multiplied by side, or we can write it as is side square. And second formula to find out the area is area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. So these are two formulas which are applicable to find out the area of square and rectangle. Okay, so we are going to use these two formulas, and just remember that area is measured always in square meters, square centimeters, or square kilometers, whereas while writing perimeters we just wrote what? Centimeter. Whatever unit is there, that unit we are writing. But when we find out the area, we should mention this as square meters. While writing, we can write it as, if you want short form, you can write square meters or like this, or meter square, like this also we can write, or centimeter square. Either you write square meter or we can write centimeter square, it is same. Okay, anyhow we can write. If it is given in kilometer, then it will be square kilometer. If it is given in centimeter, then it will be square centimeters, or we can write it as centimeter square, kilometer square, meter square. This way or this way, both ways are correct to write down the units of the areas. Now in our textbooks, they have given us some examples to solve as an activity part. So that activity part you have to go through page number 81 and 82 of our textbooks. Some sums they have solved. Okay, so all of you go through those examples, how to solve those examples. I will explain you one activity from that textbook. Rest two activities you have to take it as a homework, or it's a for self-study. Now on page number 81 of your maths textbook, we are going to see the solved example just for the to understand how the sums are to be solved. Let us see that example, how it is to be solved. Okay, a rectangular garden is 40 meters long and 30 meters wide. 2 metric wide path is to be paved inside the garden along its boundary using tiles 25 centimeters into 20 centimeters in size. How many such tiles will be required? Okay, so what question they have given? We have a garden, we have a rectangular garden whose length is 40 meters and breadth is 30 meters. Now 2-meter wide path is to be paved, means inside this garden to the boundary or footpath. Okay, a 2-meter wide path is maintained and that has to be paved. Paved means that paver blocks, or you can say we have to fix the tiles to these boundaries. Okay, and what are the length or what is the measurement for these boundaries? This is 25 centimeters into 20 centimeters size. Tile size we have to use 25 by 20 centimeters. And 2 meters wide path means from all the sides 2 meters distance should be left. Now we have to find out how many such tiles will be required. So in this example we have to first find out, okay, that what is the actual area of the garden. From that we have to subtract the area which is not to be paved, means inside this one, this. Okay, then from the total area, if you subtract the inside, then what area will be left? This boundary will be left. Okay, and to that area, if we divide by the tile size, then we can find out the number of tiles. Now how it is to be solved, let us see. Let us find the area to be paved. For that, area of garden, that is total garden, 40 into 30, 40. What is the area's formula? Length into breadth. So length is 40, breadth is 30, total will be 1200 square meters. Now area not to be paved means area where tiles are not supposed to be fixed. Okay, so 2 meters from both the sides it is inside. So 2 from this side, 2 from this side. So total become 4. Correct. So 30 minus 4 will be 26. And this is total 40. From 40, 2 plus 2, 4 we have to subtract. So 40 minus 4 will be 36. Are you getting from where this 36 and 26 came? We have subtracted this boundary distance from both the sides. 2 plus 2, 4. 2 plus 2, 4. So from length and from breadth, 4 numbers are to be subtracted. So it will becomes 936 square meters. So we have to find out this boundary area. So from this total, we have to subtract the inside area. So 1200 minus 936 becomes 264. Correct. So total this much area tile has to be paved or fitted. Okay. Now area of each tile, one tile area we have to find out. What measurement they have given? 25 centimeters and 20 centimeters. So our measurements are given in meters. So we have to convert this 25 centimeters to meters. So it will become 25 upon 100 and this become 20 upon 100. Means this is converted to meters. So what measurement came? 1 upon 20 square meters for one tile. Okay. Now by this we have to divide our area to be paved. So 264 divided by 1 upon 20, and if you change this division symbol, okay, then you have to write the reciprocal of this number. So it will become 20 upon 1. So 264 into 20 total is equal to 5280. Therefore 5280 tiles will be required. So this was the solved example from our textbook. I just explain you to make you understand how these examples, okay, in what manner these examples are supposed to be solved. What you have to do, this example you have to practice in your rough notebook. Write it in our fair notebook, max notebook, plus you have to practice it for 2 to 3 times in our rough notebook. Now next two examples which are given, that you have to go through the examples. Okay, this one and then two. Same way such examples are there. So you just go through them and take it as a homework. Okay, page number 82, example, solved example, and page number downside, solved example. You take it as a homework for your practice. I will give it in a PDF as well to solve in your max notebook. We will start with our practice set 45, actual, where we have to solve the sums. Thank you very much. Practice set 45 from lesson number 12, perimeter and area. Let us solve the sums. In our practice set 45, first sum which is given is, if the side of a square is 12 centimeters, find its area. Okay, it's very simple. Just now I have given you previous video, explain you formula for the area, square, area of the square and area of the rectangle. So let us write down the area of square is equal to, what is the formula? Area of square is equal to side square, or you can write it as side into side as well. Okay, so side square, what is the side given? 12 centimeters. Substitute the value 12 square. 12 square, you know what is the value for 12 square? 144. Correct? And unit, as I told you earlier also, we have to write the unit as square centimeters or meter centimeter square. Anyhow you can write out. Centimeter square also you can write. Okay, or I will not put the slash, otherwise it will be confused. Centimeter square or square centimeters. This is how you can write the formula. Okay, sorry, unit for the answer. And final answer you will write down, the area of the square is equal to 144 centimeter square. So this is the final answer. Let us go for the second sum. Second sum which is given is, if the length of rectangle is 15 centimeter and breadth is 5 centimeters, find its area. Now here we have to use the formula for the area of the rectangle. So we'll write down the area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Okay, so these formula, children, you have to by heart, it should be on the tip of your tongue, means you don't have to remember also. Okay, length and breadth. Length is 15 centimeter, breadth is 5 centimeters. So answer will be 75 centimeter square or square centimeter. So the final answer will write, therefore the area of the rectangle is equal to 75 centimeters square. This will be your final answer. Now in third sum, first two sums were easy. Simply we have to put the formulas and find the answer. In third sum, if you see what they have given, the area of a rectangle is 102 square centimeter. If its length is 17 centimeter, what is its perimeter? Okay. Now here some little bit it is twisted and answer question the sum. Okay, what it is been given, area of rectangle is given and length is given, and we have to find out the perimeter. We know to find out the perimeter we don't not only need the length, but we require the breadth as well. So to find out the breadth, first we have to use the formula for area of rectangle. So we'll write down the area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Now area of rectangle they have given 102, length they have given 17 centimeter and breadth we don't know. Okay, and as I always explain to you, to find out the B you have to shift this 17 on another side, or first of all you can exchange the sides. Okay, write it exchanging the sides like this, and then we can solve. So to find out, B is equal to 102 divided by 17. 17 ones are 17, 17 6 are 102. So B or breadth will be 6 centimeters. Okay. Now our aim is not to find out the breadth. What we have to find? We have to find its perimeter. So we'll write down this is the first part of the solution. Second part, we'll write formula for perimeter of rectangle. Okay, the perimeter of rectangle is equal to what's the formula? 2 into length plus breadth, or 2 into length plus 2 into breadth. Okay, any one formula you can write. Both are correct. Whichever is convenient, you can use that one. Substitute the values. 2 into length we have 17 centimeters, breadth we have 6 centimeters. Okay, so it will be 2 into 23. So 23 twos are 46 centimeters, and this is the perimeter. So simply centimeter will be there as a unit. So final answer for this question you will write, therefore the perimeter of rectangle is equal to 46 centimeters. Okay, so this is the final answer for third question. Lesson number 12, perimeter and area, practice set 45. Now in fourth sum they have given one star mark in this question. Star mark indicate that given sum is little bit different. Okay, as usual it's not to be solved by regular method, little bit it will be tricky. So what tricky question they have given us, let us see. If the side of a square is triple, how many times will its area be as compared to the area of the original square? Okay, already we have solved in previous practice set such questions. What they have given, the side of a square is triple if it is. Now side it is not given, so we have to assume, okay, by taking any letter. So we'll write down over here solution. What we have to assume, the side of a square. So we'll write down, let the side of the square be x. Okay, x. Then unit you can write centimeter, or though you don't write, it is okay. Okay, let it be x. We just have to find out the how many times. So no need to write down the unit. Write it as only x. Now what they have, if the side of a square is tripled. So first of all we'll find out the area of the square using this side. Okay, therefore the area of area of square is equal to, what is the formula? Side square. Okay, so side is what? X. So it will be x square. Now if the side of a square is triple, now if the side of a square is tripled, that is equal to 3x. Triple means 3 times. Okay, so it will be 3x. Now when it is 3x, then find out the area. So therefore the area of new square is equal to side square, that is 3x bracket square, and what it will be then? 9x square. Okay, now first answer what we found? X square. Final answer we found 9x square. Means initially area was x square, final area was 9x square. Means you have multiplied this x square by 9, means it is 9 times more. Correct? If you triple the size, if the side of a square is triple, then the area is 9 times the area of original square. Are you getting, children? What is the difference? Okay, so if it is tripled, side is been triple time kiya 3 times, then area becomes 9 times more. So final answer will write down, therefore the area of new square is 9 times the area of original square. Original square. Okay, final writing, final answer is very important. Okay, compulsorily you are supposed to write down the final answer. That is the conclusion of the question. Okay, when you write the final answer, it becomes conclusion, final conclusion of your answer. Okay, so compulsorily you should mention it and put it into the bracket. So this was the fourth sum from practice set 45. All sums you have to copy down in your max notebook. Thank you very much.